Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to WRKC's Variety Show with your host, Kendall Bourne. Our special guest this evening is Abbott and Costello. Tonight's program will feature a story from the strange Dr. Weird and is brought to us by our good friends at
Get the affordable car today. You could get 4 of them and your wallet will be okay.
And snow away, go away, don't come back another day. Get your snow shovel today for only $9.99. But now it's time for the news, weather, and sports, along with a word from our sponsor.
Today we have more news that we hope will drop the unemployment rate from 6.6%. The minimum wage will increase, giving hardworking Americans more money to take home.
That's right, Eli. The minimum wage has increased from 40 cents an hour to 75 cents an hour. We hope this will drop the unemployment numbers and fill the wallets of American workers. Now on to weather.
Hello folks, here's today's weather report. Take notes because it is a doozy. There will be a 79% chance of a severe thunderstorm today, with potential flash flooding. That's all for now, but we will update you. This storm is expected to get worse. Back to the studio.
The Minneapolis Lakers demolished the competition last night in the big game. They got a lot of two-pointers and winning the game 63 to 42. High scorers were Paul Wasser with 5 assists from Bob Harrison and many others. Over to you, Dave.
Thanks, Bryson. We're also looking forward to an amazing game with Minneapolis Lakers versus any Fort Wayne Pistons. Many people are looking for an upset as the Pistons are rising. Threat to the Lakers, perfect record. That's all for now, folks.
Have you ever wanted a toy car for a cheap price? Well, now you can get the affordable car. It is for a cheap price, only $4.99. Let's hear from some of our happy customers.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah. I bought this product and loved it. I played with it outside and with my friends and we had so much fun.
See, this customer loves our product, and you will too. Get it at Bob's Toy Shop.
Get the affordable car today. You could get 4 of them and your wallet will be okay.
Thank you to our sponsor for the news, weather, and sports. Let's check in and see what's happening with the strange Dr. Weird.
The strange Dr. Weird.
Why? What's the matter? You seem a bit nervous. Perhaps the cemetery outside this house has upset you. But there are things far worse than cemeteries. For instance, a woman with murder in her heart, as in my story tonight. The story I call The Voice of Death.
Dun, dun, dun.
My story, The Voice of Death, begins in the snow-covered wilderness of Canada. In a high, narrow canyon, a man and woman sit on skis, resting on the trunk of a fallen tree, catching their breath.
Blanche, I can't tell you how sorry I am that Uncle John didn't leave you anything in his will.
Oh, there's nothing to be sorry about, Gerald. After all, I was only your Uncle John's second cousin.
I wish that Jane and Dan had taken it as well. They certainly were downcast after reading the will this morning.
Well, naturally, they were your uncle's niece and nephew, too, and I'd hoped to share the estate with you. You can't blame them for being mad.
No, I suppose not.
We'd better be starting back to the lodge. I can see you're a bit uneasy about being in this canyon.
Well, isn't it a bit dangerous being here? Look at how the snow is piled up above us, each side of the canyon. If there was a snowslide, we'd be buried alive.
It isn't that dangerous. Of course, a loud noise or someone shouting might start a slide. Come on along.
There is some sort of scientific explanation for that, isn't there?
Huh?
I mean, vibrations sent out by a voice.
Yes, that's right. I've often stood outside the mouth of a canyon and started snowslides with nearby shouting.
Snowslides must be quite a sight. Hundreds of tons of snow roaring and crashing down.
Well, you can breathe easily now we're out of danger. Oh dear.
Lose something?
Oh yes, my camera. I think I left it in the back of the trunk of the trees we were sitting on. Oh, Gerald, would you mind getting it for me?
No, of course not, Blanche. You say it's on the trunk of the tree?
Yes, that's right. Do you see it, Gerald?
No, Blanche, I don't.
Perhaps it fell in the snow. Look around!
I'm looking, but I don't see any sign of it. Blanche, the snow!
Gerald, run this way! Too bad, Gerald, but that's what happens to people who stand between me and $1 million.
Oh, Blanche, it's so terrible. Gerald buried under all that snow. Perhaps we should have stayed in the canyon until we found the body.
Nonsense, Jane. There's nothing we could have done there.
Dan and I will share Uncle John's estate. But now I'd gladly give up my share if it would bring Gerald alive.
I know you would, dear. We crossed the river here, Jane.
But the ice looks so thin. Blanche, we didn't cross here on the way to the canyon, did we?
No, dear. This is a shortcut.
Oh, Blanche, it looks too dangerous.
It will support us. I'll tell you what, I'll cross first.
Oh, Blanche, I wish you wouldn't. The ice is going to break any minute.
Nonsense. See, I'm already halfway across.
But I can see cracks in the ice under your feet.
So can I, but the ice is still strong enough to support me. See, I made it. Now, Jane, it's your turn.
Blanche, I'm frightened.
Darling, there's nothing to be afraid of. Now come along.
Well, all right.
Look, you'd better take off your skis. I think you'll find it easier to walk across than to ski over the ice. You're not as good as a skier I am, you know.
Very well, Blanche, if you say so.
Honey dear, it will be dark soon.
I've got them off now. Here I come.
Hurry, dear. It will be dark soon.
I've got them off now. Here I come.
That's it. I told you the ice would hold you.
Blanche, the ice feels as though it will give away under me at any second.
It felt the same way when I crossed, but as you can see, I managed.
Blanche, oh, the ice is breaking. Help! Blanche, I can't swim. Blanche, don't let me die.
Oh, poor Jane. She should have known better than taking off her skis before crossing the ice. Well, now that leaves only Dan.
Will Blanche succeed in getting rid of Dan? Will she get Uncle John's estate? Will Dr. Beard be back to tell us the rest of the chilling tale? 4 days pass, days in which steadily falling snows kept Dan and Blanche cooped up in a lodge, which each day that passed Blanche seemed increasingly nervous and jumping for no reason. That was apparent to Dan. When the 5th day dawned bright and clear, Dan suggested a long ski run, and Blanche eagerly agreed.
And now to continue my story, the voice of death. It is the next day following the tragic deaths of Gerald and Jane. In the living room of the luxurious lodge of the late John Drake, there were Blanche, Dan, and Sidney Rand, attorney for the estate. There is a strange look in Mr. Rand's eye as he speaks to Blanche.
All I can say is it's very odd, Blanche. First you go skiing with Gerald and he dies under a snowslide, and then a few hours later, while alone with you, Jane drowns crossing a river.
I don't like your attitude. You act as though I caused their death.
Blanche is right, Mr. Rand. You haven't any right to say that. The village coroner said their deaths were accidental.
I know what the village coroner said. It doesn't mean I have to agree.
Now look, it's 5 o'clock. If you don't start for the village station right now, you'll miss your train.
Then won't you change your mind and come with me?
No, I told you, I'm staying up here for another week. I need to rest.
I just hope you don't find permanent rest up here.
What do you mean by that?
Just this, if anything were to happen to you, Blanche will be heir to everything. Think it over.
Oh, Dan, you don't believe I had anything to do with their deaths, do you?
Of course not, Blanche. It's absurd to think you were involved in any way.
Dan, we aren't going through the canyon, are we?
Why, of course we are.
Dan, let's go around it this time.
That's 3 miles further on. What's wrong with going through the canyon? Oh, it's because that's where Gerald died.
Yes, I can't do it.
Oh, Blanche, you heard the weird you heard a voice? Look, I hope you're not brooding about Gerald's death, but you must go on.
I'm not brooding, but Dan, have you heard a voice calling outside the house the past several nights?
A voice?
Yes, I've woken up several times thinking I heard Gerald's voice calling out in the storm.
Oh, Blanche, you heard the wind howling, that's all. Now come on, will you? We have to get through the canyon. It's the only way to calm your nerves. That a girl. Now only another couple of 100 more yards and we'll be out the canyon.
Let's hurry, Dan. This is where it happened.
Come on along then if you want to hurry.
Blanche, Blanche.
It's Gerald. It's Gerald's voice.
Blanche, Blanche, this is where you killed me.
Oh, no, no.
Blanche, why have you stopped? Come on.
I'm dead, Blanche. You killed me.
I don't hear anything. I don't. It's just my imagination.
Blanche, come on.
I'll never leave you until you tell the truth.
Oh, no.
Confess, confess.
Yes, I murdered you. I caused the snowslide. I shouted and caused it. I did it because the fortune was mine, and I cheated out of it. Now be quiet. Don't talk to me anymore. Don't talk to me.
Blanche, look out. The snow is sliding.
What? No, help me. God, help me. Ah!
A moment later, Dan stared stunned at the spot where Blanche had vanished under tons of snow. Mr. Rand, the lawyer, came skiing up to him from around an outcropping of rock.
Dan, you fool! You were so close to that snowslide, you almost killed yourself.
Mr. Rand, she's dead. She's buried under all that snow.
Yes, I know. Well, you heard her confess, didn't you?
Yes, but when I agreed to follow the instructions you left me in the mailbox, I never dreamed it would end like this. I kept telling myself she was innocent.
Yes, but she wasn't. I knew she couldn't be. That's why I made her think I was clearing out. Instead, I went down to the gamekeeper's cottage by the lake. That's where I've been the last few days.
Yes, I guess that after you got your first note asking me not to show any surprise no matter what happened. But Mr. Rand, the voice that Blanche heard in the night and the voice just now, I could have sworn it was Gerald's voice.
I counted on that. I knew Gerald well, and vocal imitations are a sort of parlor trick of mine. My scheme was a wild one, Dan, but it was the only possibility of getting a confession from her. Those murders she committed were perfect.
2 perfect murders, and she is so beautiful.
Her own screams brought down the snowslide which killed her. I don't think all the judges in the world could have found a more fitting punishment than one her own conscience provided.
Too bad about poor Blanche, wasn't it? Looks like the man who said the female of the species is more deadly than the male knew what he was talking about. But wait, if you're an heir and you know someone who stands to gain by your death, I'd be very careful to stay away from... Oh, you have to go now? Perhaps you'll drop in on me again soon. Just look for the house on the other side of the cemetery. The house of Dr. Weird.
That's our story from the strange Dr. Weird. Tune in next week to WRKC and see what adventures await. In the meantime, let's hear from our good friends at... Has this ever happened to you?
I hate shoveling all this snow.
Ah! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I just got the snow away shovel. You should get the snow away shovel.
Snow away, go away, don't come back another day. Get your snow shovel today for only $9.99.
Thank you for that lovely commercial. Now, why folks, it's my good friend Costello. Hi, Costello.
Abbott, hey Abbott. Oh, there you are. Hi, bud.
Why are you wearing that New Year's hat and carrying that horn?
I'm getting ready for the big day.
Now cut that out. New Year's is 3 days away. Are you going to start the new year with a resolution?
Why should I start a resolution? I'm satisfied with the government we got now.
No. I mean, are you going to start the new year with a clean sheet?
Yeah, and clean pillowcases too.
Costello, why can't you be serious? This is the time of year when you must turn over a new leaf.
Not me, Abbott.
Why not?
The last time we turned over a leaf, a caterpillar jumped out and bit me.
A caterpillar?
Yeah, you know, one of them upholstered worms.
Never mind that, Costello. In the coming year, you're going to have to improve your behavior. I've heard a lot about your bad manners. Do you realize that all your friends are revolting?
They certainly are, all except you, Abbott. You're only mildly distressing.
Now, there you go again. That's the very attitude I'm talking about. Always saying mean, sarcastic things, running your best friends down. What kind of man are you?
I guess I'm just a yellow cat. I'm even lower than the cat. I'm an old Chevrolet.
I'll say you are. Just look at you. You're fat.
What's the matter with my stomach?
You ought to diet.
Why should I diet? I like the color it is now.
I'm not talking about the color.
I'm proud of my stomach, Abbott. Every day I lie out in the backyard and let the sun shine on my stomach.
What's the big idea?
It always makes me feel good to see a nice pot roast.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Just look at the size of you.
What are you talking about? I only weigh 98 pounds.
98 pounds? You dummy. You're 60 inches around the waist.
Yes, but I'm hollow.
Costello, I've had enough of this. If you're going to be healthy and you're going to be busy exercising right now.
Please, Abbott, not any more exercise. I'm weak now. Look at me. I'm so weak I can't even stand up straight.
Why are you leaning to the side?
I parted my hair off Sunday and it threw me off balance.
Oh, talk sense. Did you do as I told you? Did you get out and play handball this morning?
No, my hands were all blistered.
Did you take your 10-mile hike?
No, my feet were all blistered.
Did you go horseback riding?
No, I couldn't find a saddle.
Look, will you quit stalling around? You're going to do your exercises and get in there and take those clothes off and get dressed for gym.
Get dressed for Jim? Jim who?
Gymnasium.
Why should I get dressed for him? I don't even know the guy.
No, you dummy. I want you to go in the back room and work out.
You want me to go in the back room and work out?
Certainly.
Now I'm going to work out. How am I going to work out if I'm in?
What are you talking about? You can either stay out and work out, or you can stay in and work out.
Make up your mind, am I in or out?
It doesn't make any difference. Some people don't like to work out inside because they get all in. So they go out and work out outside so they won't get all in from inside.
Now the guy's got me inside out.
Oh, we better forget the exercise. I guess the only way I could build you up is with using vitamins.
Vitamins?
Yes, for instance, B1.
B1 what?
Just B1.
Just B1?
Yes.
Are you one?
No.
Then why should I be one if it ain't good enough for you? It ain't good enough for me.
Look, you idiot. I'm trying to tell you about something that's good for you. B1.
And I tell you I don't want to be one. I wouldn't be one if I was the only one that could be one.
I don't want you to be one.
No.
No, when I say B1, I don't mean B1, I mean B1.
Oh, when you say B1, you don't mean B1, you mean B1.
That's right. Look, Stella, do you know anything about vitamins and calories?
Vitamins and calories? Sure, I know both of them. Vitamin and calories.
No. I'm talking about vitamins that contain thiamine. Have you ever heard of thiamine?
Yeah, I know him too.
You know thiamine?
Yeah, simple thiamine.
Will you shut up? I'm trying to tell you what vitamins are. Vitamins are pills that start with A and they go to H.
That's alright with me.
Will you keep still and pay attention? Did you ever hear of vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin?
Yeah, I took too many of those.
You can't have too much of the sunshine vitamin.
All I know is I've got the only stomach that rises into the east and sinks into the west.
Oh, I don't know why I waste my time with you. Here I am, trying to build you up, so that one day people will build a statue of you and place it in the city park.
They're not going to make any statue of me, Abbott.
Why not?
I think it would be terrible. Terrible to be a statue and have the birds mistake you for a tree, because if they built a nest in Lincoln's vest, just think what they do to me. They lay eggs upon my chest, and that would be awful, brother. When people walk by, they point at me and say, "There's a woodpecker, Mother."
Come on, we're going to the gym.
Good to see two friends laughing together. I would like to take this time to thank our good friends at
Get the affordable car today. You could get 4 of them and your wall will be okay.
and
Snow away, go away, don't come back another day. Get your snow shovel today for only $9.99.
their contributions help us bring you this show. Wait, there's late breaking news from the field.
There's a tornado breaking Central Indiana right now. Please get to immediate shelter. There's an emergency situation. There are 3 F5 super tornadoes in the area. You are in the city. Try to find underground shelter. There's been a tornado shelter set up in City Hall. Try to find a shelter in the country as well. Due to flooding, you might be wading in high water. The radio first will continue on the update the situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our broadcast for this evening. Tune in next time for the WRKC variety show at this channel. Have a lovely evening and a good night. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to WRKC's variety show with your host, Kendall Bourne. Our special guest this evening is Abbott and Costello. Tonight's program will feature a story from the